Hello everyone. Today is going to be a little bit of a different video because I am frustrated with a lot of your favorite creators. I've been wanting to make this kind of video for quite a long time. I've been very nervous to do it because I didn't want to burn bridges, but at this point, who gives a fuck? So I guess just to get started, 2 to 3 years ago, I started a nonprofit, Never Stop. I have sunk thousands and thousands of dollars into Never Stop. At first, it was not successful at all, and I was paying money out of pocket to cover the donations that we were making. At the beginning, it was more of a grassroots operation where I was just sending people money through PayPal and I was trying to fundraise as much as possible. But now we are a nationally recognized nonprofit, and we just received our first grant. We have 7 volunteers, 1 part-time employee, a treasurer on board. Like, this is a fucking real operation here. And one of the biggest problems that we have is fundraising, because a lot of nonprofits make money based on where they're located, right? So if I only gave out $500 a month to people in need in the state of Maine, then we wouldn't have a financial problem. But we have a problem because my audience is from everywhere across the United States. I have 750 applications from different people across the US, and I can only give money to 1 person a month. The way that we choose our applicants is based on need and urgency. So if somebody needs to cover travel for, say, a heart surgery within a week, then that person is going to be chosen. I think over time we have almost 30 people that we've been able to give money to. Since the nonprofit has been an official IRS recognized nonprofit, we've given $500 a month. And then before then, it was just basically whatever I had to give. Now, over this time, as you may know, I have grown on YouTube. I'm almost at 300,000 subscribers, which is absolutely amazing. And I cannot thank you enough for that. But there has been no YouTuber who has ever inquired or donated any money to Never Stop. I've actually even sent merchandise to creators to try to get them to talk about Never Stop, and it only worked with 1. And that person wasn't even a YouTuber. It was a singer. It was a songwriter. And throughout this video, I'm not going to name names, but I would like you to know that I am going to name names at some point, possibly next month or so, if my following up with these people amounts to nothing and I keep getting ghosted. A lot of these YouTubers love talking about holding people accountable for their wrongdoings and all that kind of shit. But when I try to say, hey, if you have any extra money, we are giving $500 a month. I know that you just put on your close friend story that you're making 15 grand off this brand deal. Hey, I would love the help. My views are down, but you're getting, I don't know, 50,000 subs a month. What are we doing here? I don't think there has been a creator that I've worked with that I haven't told about Never Stop. The only person that has been willing to work with me is a beautiful soul who is a artist. I don't want to name names, but if you want to figure it out, you most likely can. As of today, we have given around $12,000 to people in need over the last 2 to 3 years. And I know that that's not a lot, but it's what we've been able to give. Right now, we have, I think, $6,000 in the Never Stop account, and that has us covered for about the next year. But I am 100% fully ready for this fundraising to slow down. Like, over October and November, I raised like $2,500 on my YouTube videos, which is the best feeling in the world. Also, shout out to Google for withholding those funds. That's a whole other problem. Google isn't paying out to the people that I'm working with, so there's no fucking money coming in, but that'll be paid out at some point, I hope, or else then there's another video complaining. I want someone to tell me why US senators and representatives are more likely to work with me than other influencers in the commentary space who I have talked to within the last 6 months. How come other nonprofits that are doing between 10 and $30 million a year in donations are willing to talk to me, but these fucking YouTubers cannot give $500 in a one-time payment out of their, I don't know, 50 grand that they're making a month? And by the way, all of this you can write off on your taxes. I don't know how many times I have to say this. These are people who are getting a shit ton of money and will not know what to do at tax time. And this is a way to offset that fucking tax bill. But I guess there's no knowledge there. So because I'm petty and because this isn't about supporting me, it's about supporting people who need the support, I'll give a bunch of examples about how YouTubers have ghosted me and not wanted to help with Never Stop. And I'm not doing this because I think that it's going to light a fire under influencers to donate to Never Stop, because it's not going to happen. This video is not going to do anything, but I want there to be some kind of mutual understanding between you and I, the audience, that there's no support here. I have a bunch of people who follow me and have unfollowed me, who have had multiple opportunities to change the lives of people who, by the way, are also fans of them. Like, a lot of us have crossover in our audiences, and it's super frustrating because, you know, they have an opportunity to give back to the audience who has changed their lives, and there's no willingness to reciprocate it. So here's an example that happened literally last week, and this is one of the reasons why I wanted to make this video. So this is somebody who I have spoken to, we have made content together, and we were following each other on social media. This person would comment on my stuff all of the time and would send me DMs about some of the stuff that I posted. Is very congratulatory, is very like, woohoo, love you so much. And then I noticed after having a DM exchange with this person that they had unfollowed me, which I thought was interesting because under my posts, they were always commenting and like rooting for me. So this person, and this one was a public story, but a lot of these people post on their close friends, and I'll swipe up because this is a close friend story. Like, none of it makes any sense to me. So this person posted how much money they're making on their public story, okay? And so I swiped up and was like, hey, that's a lot of money, or like, that's a lot of people supporting you, that's insane, congratulations. Then the person responded to me and was like, thanks, you know, it's crazy, I'm trying to do good with my money. And this was just supposed to be an exchange of me saying, hey, congratulations, that's insane. And this person said, hey, I've been trying to do good with my money. So if behind closed doors, you're gonna flex to me and say that you're doing good with your money, fucking show up. So I said, hey, if you want to do good with your money, I would love to get on a call and talk with you about Never Stop. And this person unfollowed me and left me on red, which I think is hilarious because you can't post how much you're making. You can't say, hey, I'm trying to do good with my money. And then when I say, hey, if you want to do good with your money, let me know. I would love to talk to you. And then you just fucking leave me on red. That's insane. Not even a response. Any kind of a response that would be like, hey, you know, I appreciate what you're doing, but I've been giving to different charities that support something that I'm closer to. I'm okay with that, but you can't say that you've been doing good with your money and flexing all this kind of shit and then not give any proof or show any kind of anything. This next one is somebody who I think is a friend. I do like this person, and this person has been around for a long time. We've made content together. We've had really good times together. I've seen this person in person. And so because I was frustrated, I asked this person if we could just talk on the phone about how I could get influencers to work with me on my nonprofit. I see all of these people doing charity streams, doing charity shows. They're raising $4 million. I don't know how to word this, but I would do so much with 1/100th of that money. If we're giving money directly to people through PayPal, it is changing the days, the weeks, the months, possibly the years of these people. And I understand that it's not a lot of money, but $500 to help pay off the principal of a medical bill that you have can reduce so much stress and make you feel so much better. Whether that's covering groceries or whether that's covering fucking wheelchairs, I don't care. But we have the ability to give directly to people. There is no nonprofit that is doing that because they're so big. We are so small scale that we're able to influence people in a way that no other nonprofit can. So I got on the phone with this person and I'm like, hey, I've had no support from other influencers and that's really bothered me and I don't quite know how to go about it. And they were very honest, and I call them because they're very honest. And because I made a video that wasn't received well a year ago, people don't want to work with me. But the problem is, when you're putting out as much fucking content as I am, there's going to be videos that aren't received well. I feel like that's simple math. Just in the last 6 months, I've posted 73 videos. Who else is doing that? And this is not to flex. This is not to be like a fucking show off, but I am working my ass off. And at some point, there are going to be videos that aren't perceived as well as I'd like them to be. Or there's going to be times where allegations turn out to be false and then we have to backtrack. That is the job that we are in. So I say to this person, I'm like, hey, why won't anybody in commentary work with me? They give a reason, and I'm like, okay, what do I need to do? Do I need to put our bank statements online? Do I need to have a running tally of how much money we have in our bank account? Because it's not that much. A lot of people look at nonprofits as like a way for people to get decent money or a second fucking salary. I've made no money. I have lost so much money. I have only put money into this project. Up until 2 months ago, there was an event that I didn't talk about at all that Never Stop did. We raised some money and I got a Square card reader for like $30 or something. And that was the first time that I had bought something from Never Stop's money rather than my own. And to me, that's a big deal. That $30 or $40 or $50, I don't remember, I can show you the statements if you'd like, means that we're close to being self-sustained. And I'm making this video because Giving Tuesday just happened. We got $20 or something. And as of recording, if you're self-employed, you've got a few more days to offset your tax bill. And so I'd like to fucking call on you to do that. I guess, sorry. And to go back to that call that I had with that person who I respect a lot, this person said that they were hesitant to work with me again because they were nervous about how it would be perceived over one video that I made 1 year ago that people didn't like, that I apologized for. I have released over 100 videos since then. I have realized the mistake I made in that video, whatever the fuck, but it's fine because growth isn't a thing. I've got a few more stories because I'm frustrated. And this most recent one, I will make another video on at some point. This was one of the most strange situations I've ever experienced in my time of being a creator. And I have to talk about it. I won't say names right now, but I probably will later on. Somebody reached out to me on Instagram, somebody who could change my life, could change hundreds, possibly thousands of people's lives, asking for advice. I got on a phone call with this person. I give this person advice, and because they asked for it, right? And then after this call, I say, hey, I really appreciate that I was able to give you advice, but I would love some advice on how to grow my nonprofit because I feel like you know a lot about this kind of stuff. I would love to talk. And I'm gonna send a follow-up this week, but if there's no response, I don't know what to do. I gave this person content strategy advice and then asked for advice in return, and now I'm left on red. I've been completely fucking used by this person, and I don't know why they reached out to me in the first place. That one I'm gonna keep a little bit more vague because I still have my hopes up, I guess. But I mean, there are a lot of people who I've made videos with in the past who have just stopped talking to me, who have unfollowed me. I was in the middle of scheduling a video with another commentary creator who I respected a lot, and then this person unfollowed me, stopped responding to my messages, and didn't have the fucking balls to tell me why. I have so much respect for the person who said, hey, I'm hesitant to work with you right now because I don't know how people are going to perceive it. I'm okay with that. I mean, I don't understand it, but at least there's a reason. The people who hide behind closed doors and unfollow me, and, you know, we have conversations and I give advice and they give advice and then it just stops. That's fucking crazy. And that is so lame. Somebody who I made a video with in the past, multiple videos, actually took down every single video that I've made with them. And that was tough. That is somebody who I knew since day one, who I thought was like a really, really good friend. And, you know, I helped this person through controversies and real life stuff, and they said that they thought I was using them for clout, I guess, when in reality we both started at the same time. I knew this person when they had 6,000 subscribers, but of course I'm using them. And if you look around this person, all of their friends have stopped being friends with them because this person has cut all of them off, and I don't really know what's going on with them. I still have like a special place in my heart for this person because we started out day one 3 years ago together. We were, I don't know, we helped each other out a lot. And then, you know, at some point, like a year or a year and a half ago, this person decided to stop talking to me. And then new friends would come in and want to be friends with this person. And then they would tell them about how I tried to use them. And here's the thing. I've always said that if this person ends up talking about me online, I have a million receipts and I have a million different things that I want to say, but you know, I don't want to start something unless they feel the need to. And there were also people who I was ready to invite to my wedding, who I would talk about, like, once I propose, I can't wait to have this wedding and have a bunch of people there who I love. They're all people who I've reached out to, like, hey, how's it going? Asking about things that only I know about, like, hey, how's this going? I know this was stressing you out. Nothing. And that really sucks. And I think honestly, that's just how the influencer world works. The people who mean the most to me are not in commentary. And it is like a weird, people always say that commentary is very cliquey, and it is. Like, much bigger commentary creators have reached out to me and been like, hey, I don't really like that you said that, so, you know, can you take that down? And because they know that I'm fucking so sensitive and such a little bitch, I will take it down. I don't know. I'm starting to get really peeved off, and so I just thought that I could rant for a little bit. I don't think this video will do anything, but you know, check out Never Stop. I appreciate you all. Have a great day. Bye.